February, I started training for an Ironman. I was living in Boulder, it was snowing, and I had no idea what I was getting myself into. What I did know was that a few months earlier I completed a half Ironman. Not for any reason other than that's kind of what people in Colorado do. And that was going to be it. End of story. Nice little weekend in the summer running laps around a reservoir. But then, as I was turning the corner on the final lap of the half marathon, I locked eyes with some guy leaning against a telephone pole, smoking a cigarette, and holding a sign that said the job is halfway done. I went to bed that night with zero sense of accomplishment. The telephone pole chain smoker was haunting me. It was annoying because on some level I knew he was right. How can you feel proud about anything that has the word half in the title? So the next morning I signed up for an Ironman. My career in cardio started when I was 9. From time to time when I couldn't sleep, I would run to my elementary school and back in the pre-dawn darkness. For some reason I'd wear blue jeans. I remember coming back one morning as my dad was grabbing the newspaper. I thought he was going to be mad that I was wandering around the neighborhood in the darkness, but instead he said, "You should try wearing shorts." Very good advice. After that, I kind of put cardio on a shelf. I spent my teen years playing sports, followed by a brief weightlifting phase in college. But as I entered the working world, I felt restless. Sitting at a desk all day was a tough adjustment, and somewhere in the life crisis of figuring out how to be an adult, I rediscovered my love for early morning running. Pretty soon I was running most days. I liked how in an increasingly online world, I could spend a few hours very much offline. The sunrises, the pounding in my heart, exploring new neighborhoods, clever Strava captions. I loved it all. When I moved to Boston, I got a stress fracture and I figured it was time to diversify and finally learn how to swim. After a few humbling months of drinking chlorine, I could reasonably float. I discovered biking in the pandemic, so with that, the trifecta of cardio was complete. That first summer at grad school, I did a neighborhood sprint triathlon in Santa Barbara. It was actually pretty fun, and I was proud of the fact that I didn't drown in the ocean, so I returned the next summer and did the Olympic distance. A year later, I moved to Boulder, the half was right in town, and I figured, why not? Then the smoker and I locked eyes, and here we are. 4 consecutive summers of doubling the distance, culminating with this. Okay, it's day 1, and it's looking like a beautiful day for a bike ride. I've run marathons, I've biked the coast of California, I spent 2 years drowning in an indoor pool in Boston. All to say I've trained for things before. I'm not afraid of hard work, or early mornings, or doing a lot of laundry. But Ironman training was different. The sheer time commitment was stupid. There were days I was running 17 miles before work and then swimming in the evening. I've been lucky to stay injury-free for the most part throughout this slog of a training plan. It's a long time, so there's a lot of opportunity for things to go wrong. It was the dead of winter when I started. So much has happened since then, and I've trained through it all. Snowy morning jogs in Boulder, bike rides through Manhattan, swims in public pools in Amsterdam. The schedule is more or less manageable when we got nothing else going on. But if you have dinner plans or work travel or God forbid a vacation, the training gets tricky. Sticking with it requires an ability to get very black and white. 100% or 0%. So for me, the race itself wasn't the main event. It was the 9 months leading up to it. When the alarm goes off and it's dark outside and there's a fresh coat of snow in the car, can you force yourself to jump into a pool? That was the challenge. But for as many mornings where I had to pry myself out of the safety of my covers, there were 10 more I was looking forward to. Having that much time for yourself is an incredibly lucky thing. It was an excuse to get outside, to explore, and to sweat. All things that I love. In the end, it added up to about 350 hours of training. About a workout and a half a day. Admittedly, some of it sucked, and there was plenty of rain and bike crashes and just good old-fashioned fatigue. But for the most part, endorphins pulsed through me like a slow song on prom night. So what's the takeaway? Was there a point to any of this? Am I going to get an Iron Man logo tattooed to my calf? Probably not. I think I'd rather write my SAT score on my neck. But if nothing else, I think this whole journey reminded me of this. When you look back on your life, it's the hard things you remember. The things that scare you just a little. Things that feel impractical. It turns out the only way for something to cross the Rubicon from unrealistic to realistic is to do it. All of a sudden, the standard has changed. You run a 10K and the half marathon doesn't seem that crazy. All you need to do is plant a flag and start climbing.
Someday I wanna wear a star.
So that's it. That's the story I wanted to tell. I abandoned a lot of other hobbies and ran in circles for a good part of a year. But for what it's worth, the race itself was a beauty. I set PRs in the swim and bike and hobbled through the marathon at a slow but steady jog.
I remember 3 Sundays, that way, yeah, way, that day.
It was hard, no doubt. A full mental and physical assault. When I crossed the finish line 11 hours and 32 minutes later, I felt dangerously confident that the telephone pole chain smoker was proud. At the very least, I was proud of myself.